everybody, my name is Amanda and today I have a very highly requested video to share with you guys, and this is going to be the first video in a series all about the IB exams and IB exam preps and tips and tricks, all that fun stuff. So I've made a lot of notes and I have a lot of videos planned, but it's also really important that I get your input in exactly what you want me to talk about, because there's no point in me just sitting here talking about things that you don't really care about. So if you have any specific areas or topics or subjects you want me to go into depth about, then please share your feedback in the comment section below. But this video is going to be more of a general video just to start things off and to get you in the groove of things, because the exams, however much we don't want to acknowledge it, they are approaching and it's better to get on top of your things now than in a month or two. So I have made loads of IB videos in the past, so I'll leave all of them in the description box below. I've talked about general IB things that I thought about when I finished the IB. I've done videos about CAS, the TOK essay, I've talked about the extended essay, so if you're interested in that, then I have videos for all of those in the description box. Let's crack on. So the first thing we should probably get out of the way is start early. If you have not started right now, like March, then you need to start right now. And even though you don't do a lot of work, it's not like an 8-hour-a-day intense work, start and do something small every day. Just write up your notes or read a few pages here and there, just to make sure that you get into the habit of doing something every single day. And this is also a great point to start looking at the work you have ahead of you and start drawing up what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses, what are the subjects you're particularly struggling with, and what subjects do you think you don't have to put as much work into. Also make sure that you make a clear plan of what you want to have done by what time, because even though you don't set these rigid goals for yourself, still having a plan of I want to have done this subject by this time, I want to have revised this topic by this date, will give you sort of an incentive to get on with the work and structure your revision so you know that you'll have time to do everything before the exams come. Because one dangerous thing is thinking that, oh, they're 2 months ahead, I've got plenty of time, which is true, but if you don't take care of the time you have, then what's the point in starting early? So basically what I'm trying to say is the first step in an exam prep or exam revision is to structure your revision. Just the organization of what things you have to do, what your strengths and weaknesses are, that is so important, because if you just start like head first, yeah, sure, you'll get things done, but not nearly as much as if you structure your things and do it systematically. So general tips about how do you study then? That's the big question, isn't it? And the main thing I have to say, which goes for every subject, is look at past exam papers, do them timed, do them non-timed, and just look through as many as possible. If it's anything that the IB likes, it is patterns, and you'll start seeing repeated questions or repeated themes in the different subjects, and that will help you when your exam comes, because there will be similar questions that you'll just immediately zoom into and have a lot of easier time to answer those questions. There wouldn't be an IB video without me telling you that you should get some friends together and study together, because again, what would I have done without my friends? I don't know. I honestly don't know. They're invaluable, because everyone have different types of learning styles, and even though you have your visual and audio and kinesthetic, maybe that's debunked and bullshit, but it's still really important to find out what type of revision works for you. And it might be that you have to discuss things with friends, or you have to have someone to explain something to you. Then group work is just super important, as well as just to get your social interaction up there as well, because if you isolate yourself, you'll just be miserable and you'll lose your motivation, start procrastinating, and things will just fall apart slowly. I also did consult my friends about this, of course, and their initial reaction was like, okay, I don't want to think about that. But they came through and I got some tips and tricks, and my friend Caroline, she said that it was really important to her that she got out of her house and actually went to the school or went to the library to get those hours done. Because if you know that you don't have the discipline to study as much as you'd like to if you're staying at home, then it's vital that you actually get yourself to the library and you set a timer for yourself, like I'm gonna study here for 4 hours, and then you stick to that. or you say that I want to get this done, a reasonable amount though, but you want to get this done, and then you don't leave until you've finished. It's all about knowing who you are and where you study the best, because that's true for me as well. Like, I can't sit in my room here and study as well as I do in the library. And although you do work really hard, it's also really important to take your time to relax, because like I said, you don't want to do 8 hours a day in March, because that's just ridiculous. But you want to do something every day, but at the same time you also need your time to relax. I would recommend definitely like going to a party on the weekend, or going to see a movie, and also like actually going out for some exercise. Get outside, go for a run or a walk, whatever floats your boat, because it will get your mind off things and it'll relax your thinking muscles, I guess. And when you get back inside, you can hit it straight on again with a cleared mind, and it will help you a lot with the concentration. Another tip is when revision week approaches, you designate certain days or half days to an entire subject. Because if you go in and you're gonna do a little bit of everything each day, that will be not as productive as you actually dedicate a good amount of hours to each subject, because that will help you narrow your focus and you won't be as distracted because you're constantly thinking about the next subject you're going to do once you're finished with this one. So for the revision week, when you don't have any classes to go to, make sure that you designate a day or a half day at least to each subject, and that you don't switch around too much in a single day. Also make sure that you really take advantage of your teachers now when you still have classes, because they're there to help you. Their job is to make sure that you get the best result that you possibly can, and just attack them with all the questions you have, because they're not grading you. They don't care if you ask stupid questions. They're just there to make sure that you understand the shit you need to learn, and their job is to teach you and help you. And the last tip is the Pomodoro technique, and it works so well for me and my friends. And that is basically you work for 25 minutes and then you take a 5-minute break, and then you work for 25 minutes and then you take a 5-minute break, and after you've done that, I want to say 3 or 4 times, then you take a longer, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes break, and then you can do that over and over and over again, and that will help you keep your concentration on point. So that was just a few initial kind of general tips about how we approached our exam revision, because it is so overwhelming. You have this huge pile of things. You have 6 two-year courses that you have to revise in like 2 months, which is doable, I promise. You just have to make sure that you do something every day and that you're not giving up hope, you're not getting totally overwhelmed. Even though it is overwhelming, just take a step back and start with something small, because as soon as you actually start digging into this huge pile of things, you'll realize that you can do a little every day and that pile will shrink. So I wish you all the best of luck with your IB revision, and I will be back with plenty of more videos. Like I said, I just have 4 more planned out that I'm gonna film or try to film today. I'm gonna try and do a bit more, like 2 videos a week or 3 videos a week, just to get these out to you, because many of you have actually been requesting it, and it really warms my heart when you engage and ask for videos. And of course then I'm aiming to help you as much as possible, because I know what it's like. It's stressful, and just having someone giving you tips, telling you what to do, I know that it helps. At least it helped me. So leave your feedback in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and make sure that you subscribe to not miss any of these future videos, and I'll see all of you guys in my next video. Bye!